Last Night. You can't tell I'm using a broken towel rack as a prop here. That's what I'm doing for this movie review. So sue me. So anyway, Last Night is a story starring Clive Owen and Morgan Freeman as the two titular characters of the movie, and they play the two leaders of this medieval organization in medieval times in some place. Now, the first thing that happens in the movie is there's a narration by Morgan Freeman, which is essentially a good sign. And there's a pretty quick action sequence, and it's a pretty nice action sequence that sets the whole tone for the movie. You get a feel that, okay, they're this whole badass organization like the Assassins from Assassin's Creed. So, you kind of rock with it a little bit, like, okay, so where does the story go from here? And then you get to the part where, a couple seconds later, where it talks about how Morgan Freeman is getting old, he needs an heir, and he has to bring gifts to the emperor of a larger kingdom. Of course, those gifts are essentially a bribe, and he doesn't do it. He kind of insults the emperor, and then there's a little bit of trouble. And at that point, it starts forcing Clive Owen to do some things. And once that scene happens, afterwards, the movie slows way down. Almost to a complete stop at some point. Like, seriously, there's no action, there's not a ton of excitement, not a ton of rushing or suspense or any of that. It's just, I mean, it's story, plot, but not much else. Okay, when is the action? When are we going to get going? When is something going to happen? And it eventually does happen, but it's the last third of the movie. Like, seriously, the last third of the movie is pretty kick-ass, and the whole movie was building up to that and everything, but I just wish they could have sprinkled a little bit more action throughout the other two-thirds of the movie. The ending action sequence is extremely kick-ass. It's like everything built up to this. It was pretty well shot, well choreographed, pretty interesting. And the ending in general is pretty nice, I might say. And I gotta talk about the acting a little bit. The acting's pretty good, although I do notice that Clive Owen makes pretty much the same facial expression for 90% of the movie. Even when he's at his lowest low, and you think that things are gonna get bad, but it's not so. So overall, by the end of the movie, I enjoyed it for what it's worth. I mean, the last third was pretty good. Actually, it was excellent, but the first two-thirds they could have been better. They could have done a little bit more with it, thrown in a couple of action sequences, added some excitement generally. So for that reason, I'm going to have to give it a bronze ribbon rating. So Last Night, have you seen it? What did you think? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you think I look kind of stupid with a towel rack as a sword prop? Whatever you think, comment below. Tell me how you feel. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter at AsteroidMike. Don't forget to check out my blog. And as always, I will see you around.